Welcome back, Sajil, to a brand new video. Celebrated for its deep, fascinating history, striking mountains, stately castles, and mystery laws. Scotland is arguably the most remarkably beautiful country in the Europe. So here are the 10 beautiful places to visit in Scotland. Number 1. LOCH. Located in southern Scotland, LOMOND and the TROSSACHS National Park offer visitor a combination of stunning scenery and picturesque villages. One of Scotland's best attractions. It's the largest island stretch of water in Britain, one of Scotland's most idyllic and unspoiled area. So take an unforgettable boat trip across the lake and enjoy the stunning views of the area called Mini Highland. There are several small islands within the loch, which can be explored thanks to delicate courses and as well as the LOMOND water bus ferry service. But I think you can hire a boat and explore it yourself. So if you are visiting Glasgow or Edinburgh and looking for scenes, you might consider a day trip to LOCH, landscape or outdoor adventure than LOMOND and the TROSSACHS National Park. Number 2. Island of ARRAN. The Isle of ARRAN is a beautiful island set off the west coast of Scotland. Now what awaits you here are beautifully sandy beaches, rugged mountains, and abundance of outdoor activities for you and the family. Ancient castles, relaxing spas. ARRAN circular coastal road is around 56 miles of the island over a couple of days, making it easy to explore the highlights. But there's another thing that you should check out. Located just outside the baroque body castles and gardens, and teeming with history and grand castles surrounded by mountains. So this is here is the practice of third GLENFINNAN. Scotland is a land of many different landscapes with a great variety of nature tradition to be seen. One of the best ways to view this is by traveling by train. Glenfiddich dialect architect many thousands of visitors from around the world to experience the stunning scenery but also the special atmosphere. Now the famous scenes and viaduct carries the voyage to Glenfinnan station across a 1,000-foot span and 100 feet above the ground. The steam train, as you see, runs from here to Fort Williams and Melga in 7 months, with regular trains available for the rest of the year. And as you have guessed it, here 2 Harry Potter books took place right. The ORKNEYs are an island archipelago located off the northern Shores of Scotland, consisting of over 70 islands. Its fabulous destination during the summer months. Now, Orkney's most famous landmark is arguably the Old Man of Hawaii, which is an imposing 400-foot sea stack on the island of Hawaii. Apart from layer upon layer of old red sandstone. But if you want to step back in time, on the largest island you will find scotla, and the site presents a remarkable picture of life in Orkney around 5,000 years ago. So scotla is part of the heart of the Neolithic ORKNEY UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and it is something you definitely don't want to miss. Number 5. EILEAN DONAN Castle. As one of the most iconic images of Scotland, EILEAN DONAN is recognized all around the world. Situated on an island at the point where three great sea lochs meet, and surrounded by some majestic scenery, it is little wonder why the castle was now one of the most visited and most important architectures in the Scottish Islands. Although first inhabited around the 6th century, the first fortified castle was built in the mid-13th century and stood guard over the land of Kintal. So when you first set eyes on it, it's easy to understand why so many visit these doors years after years. An icon of Scotland, which is an even found on short Bradford and calendar, and let me tell you, if you haven't tried, definitely missing out. The Isles of Skye is known for its rugged landscape, medieval castles, picturesque fishing villages, its history and outstanding scenery. Skye is one of those must-see places if you are planning a trip to Scotland. The scenery is outstanding with its thematic crystalline and picturesque geological features. Now there are many small interesting villages in Scotland about the island, but poultry would be the place to start. Nearest point is one of the most famous lighthouses in Scotland and can be found township of Glendale, one of the most westerly tip of Skye near the. While the walk down is an easy one, the concrete path does get quite steep. 7th, GLENCOE, Scotland's most scenic and most famous canyon. Not a valley like I said last time, it's a glen. And it's also one of the country's most dramatic. The deep valley and the towering mountains of Glasgow are the most iconic scenery in the Highland, and something which you could hardly miss if you tried covered out century ago by ice glaciers and volcanic explosions during through these granites. It's like an otherworldly experience. So given the changeable weather, multiple trip provides a kind of distinctive experience each and every time, but given the changeable weather, multiple trip will provide you with the distinct experience each and every time. So if you really loved the outdoor and mountaineering, this is the perfect area in Scotland for you to give it a go. This is the perfect area for you. In Scotland, number 8, DONATOR Castle. Stoneham is located south of the city along the Aberdeenshire coast. Ideal place for families, couple or friends. The town has one of the region's most notable visitor attractions. When it comes to Castle Aberdeenshire is a place to visit. With over 300, there is simply no other country in the UK more per square mile in this corner of Scotland. It's an ancient castle. 900 AD, a Viking raid killed the king, a raid in which the castle was destroyed. After it was rebuilt, the cost was fought over 400 of years, over and over again. 400 of years. Number 9. While Scotland has more picture perfect stitch of sand than you can count. LUSKENTYRE beach on the west coast of South Wales in the outer Herbage has frequently been named one of the best beaches in the outer Herbage has frequently in the world. This is the place to be relaxation and nature. On the 10th Shetlands, North Island that perch on the edge of the British Isles between Scotland and Scandinavia, are the shops. Archipelago that includes 16 inhabited islands, closer to the Bergen in Norway than Inverness, with just a handful of smart places to stay and, as you can say, tons of wildlife to spot. A truly magnificent place, especially for those who love the outdoors. WALLACE Mountain, an outstanding landmark and one of striking most visit, commemorating the life of Sir William Wallace, the patriot and martyr who come to be saluted as Scotland national hero. Inside the moment you will find yourself transported back to the 30th century as you discover the story of the warrior who led the Scottish army to victory at the Battle of the Stirling Bridge. Point to note it here, there is a shuttle bus that can take you up the hill if you don't fancy the walk. There are over 200 steps broken up by exhibition floors, and once you get to the top, the view are stunning. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting the channel, and as well, be good, be kind, be careful, peace. If you like my video, please subscribe and share. Take care, bye bye.